Stick, America's strongest, most sensitive rod.
Hi, this is Brandon Ron White from Backstrap Outdoors. It's early summer, and we're getting ready to go out and do some smallmouth bass fishing.
Today we'd like to thank our friends from Shakespeare Ugly Stick for providing us with these rods that we're going to be using today. We're both going to start out using a Shakespeare Ugly Stick Light 6.6 foot rod, medium action, nice fast tip, one-piece rod, a lot of backbone to it. You can set the hook, but you have enough action on the tip to find out how your lures are working. What are you going to use for a reel today, Brand?
I have a Quantum Escalade. It's a size 20. Usually like to pair a 6 or 6.5 foot rod with a 20, a 25, or a 30. Now each company is different, so the number is going to be different. 20, usually I like a 25, this is a 20, but compared to other companies, it's the same exact size. Ryan, what kind of reel are you going to use today?
I'm going to be using a Pflueger President. It's a size 30 model. I've always felt very comfortable with that size reel. It's a 9 ball bearing reel. I'm going to be pairing it up with Trilene 10 pound XT. In case there's any rocks and some heavy cover that these bass are probably going to be in today that we're looking for.
I'm also going to be using the Berkley Trilene. I'm using the 8 pound max. We usually like to stick with a clear color. Sometimes you'll see a blue or a green. We really like to stick with the clear ones. We live and die by that. One thing to remember when you're spooling your reel is you either want to dip your whole spool of line in water, or sometimes I like to use a wet washcloth to hold on the line as I'm spooling the reel. Also, if you don't have a brand new reel out of the box, we like to use some lubricant on the gears.
Alright, so that's a rundown on the type of gear that we're going to be using today.
And we just like to again say thank you to Shakespeare Ugly Stick for providing us with these rods. Make sure you go to their website and check out the different choices they have.
Great, let's go get some fish.
This is Backstrap Outdoors. We're out in the Thousand Islands region. Basically what we're doing today is we're looking for these drop-offs. They come 10, 20 yards off from shore, and then they drop right off in these smallmouth. They're hanging out right in those transition areas, and we're trying to catch them coming up and grabbing the baits. What we're using today is small swim baits, and we're also using some the new Moon Eyes with a Yum power grub on the end of it. And like I said, both what we're doing is we got weeds and some rock shoals, and they drop off real quick. We're trying to catch them in that transition area, and see what we can get for you guys today.
So as you can see, we got this drop off here. We're fishing right on the top is about 10 or 11 feet. The bottom down to 18 to 20. Water temperature is about 74 degrees. We're just drifting and hitting the trolling motor to keep us moving along.
Hold on.
I grab the trolling motor dead.
A little guy, but we'll take it.
There we go. Two of them. See if we can get the one following them. Not a monster, but could have put up a good fight nonetheless. There's another one for Team Backstrap Outdoors. That's a nice one. The bottom there. Top one. Well, there's a nice small one. Like I was saying, we're casting these edges here, and it's about anywhere from 5 to 7 feet. Then it drops right off to about 20. So we have our jigs hopping them right in the 7 foot range and right down that slope. The jigs are just going down. The same thing with the stick baits. They're hitting the stick baits right when it goes from that 7 to about the 20 foot drop off. They're hitting them all in there, and that's exactly what this guy did.
Done. What?
Another nice smallmouth. Using our ugly sticks.
There's one. Yeah, small one. Little scrapper. Way I can get bigger.
This is a big smallmouth. This is a Oh, and he's off. That was a big fish.
At the blooper reel.
No, we'll put that in there. It happens sometimes. Here we go. Maybe we can keep this guy on this time. No, guess not.
We'll save that one for later.
This one just grabbed it right at the boat. That's a father-son effort for one fish. So basically what just happened was a storm came through, nice front, and downpoured on us. So we threw our rain gear on and got right back to fishing, and it actually seems like the fishing's turned on. The smallmouth have really been hitting, and hopefully we can get into some big ones.
Okay.
Go, old guy. Go back and get bigger. One quick tip for you guys. When you're going through transitions in water, you could be going through 10 foot, 5 foot, 3 foot. You never know how the structure is in your lake. One thing that can really help when using a swim bait or a stick bait with a lip on it is change the angle of your rod. When you're staying right in the middle, the bait's going to run to what it says on the package. If you go a little bit deeper, put your rod closer to the water, and it's going to go a little bit deeper. But if you get into an area where it's shallow and you start getting weeds, you start hitting rock bottoms, raise your tip up a little bit, and it's going to make the bait swim higher. So next time you're out there and you're getting weeds or you feel like you're not getting deep enough, change the tip. Hey, from all of us at Backstrap Outdoors, thanks for joining us today. Also thanks to Ugly Stik for providing us with these rods. And to all you back home, God bless and good fishing. So every once in a while you're walleye fishing, you come across an absolute slob of a smallmouth.
This is what we're talking about here. Look at that. Night fishing for walleyes and smallmouth bass. That smalley's almost 20 inches long, but look at the girth on him.